I was just saying that I've thought about that too, about like the dying thing, like what is worth it to die for. Um, the one for me, I sometimes feel is like the health of people. Like when I see people getting forced to take vaccinations that have not been proven to work, or just brainwashed to take things, medication, and not given natural medicine that works, that is cheaper, that is more affordable and healthier for the body, and seeing people poison other people for profit, that's one that I charges me up. So like I'll die for that, you know?
One, that whole thing that, we our world is perceived through our senses, and to the degree that our senses are distorted due to the health and alignment of our body, then our perception of the world is distorted. And, Steiner, he talks about, so when we see, for example, another person or a color, for example, we're seeing it through the eye, and the shape of the eye affects how we perceive that color. That's why people have different color distortion, color blindness, things like this. Is that it's comes down to the shape of the eye and a few other factors. But also, so let's say this the stimuli comes into the eye, and then the eye, from the shape of it, it goes into the like the visual cortex to the optical nerve, right? And in the optical nerve, it actually changes again. So we saw it through the eye changes it, goes through the optical nerve changes it, goes into the brain perceives it and also changes it. And then it, goes to the soul level, and then we perceive the color. So that's coming through our senses. And all of our senses, based on how they're calibrated, are determining our perception of reality, and also how we orient. If we orient towards the habit of negativity, the habit of seeing ugliness or whatever we're perceiving, we're going to see that everywhere. Everyone's had the experience where they have maybe a car comes into their awareness, they start seeing the car everywhere, right? It's the same with how we perceive. If we're attuned to a certain thing, we're going to see it everywhere. And so I think that's a very valuable mission because, yeah, I mean, that's people's entire perception of reality is being hijacked through their health. And so their health can be reestablished, their perception of reality can become much more true and pure.
Uh, and that's the most exciting life to live, as Jordan Peterson says, to